Sarajevo went into lockdown for 2 weeks, so we have decided to come 130 kilometers southwest to a little city called Mostar.
Mostar is a city in Bosnia and Herzegovina, straddling the Neretva River.
Mostar has long been known for its old Turkish houses and old bridge, Stari Most, a reconstructed medieval arched bridge. So if you're in Mostar, the chances are you're here because you've seen this bridge either on Instagram or on some kind of blog or somewhere online. This is obviously the famous bridge, and it was actually blown up during the Bosnian War and was later rebuilt.
Here you can see the countries that donated money to help to rebuild the bridge.
So we're now stood at the top of the bridge, and for all young boys here it's tradition for them to jump from the top into the river. It's almost like a rite of passage for them, and if they've got a girlfriend, it's also a way for them to prove that they love the girl. Nowadays you have the local divers club, and they tend to stand on the bridge, and when they collect around 25-30 euros they jump off and the money goes to the club.
I can only imagine how scary it is to jump from here.
So now we're going to cross over the bridge to the other side and take a look around at the restaurants and shops over here. We found a perfect little spot next to the bridge, so we're just going to have some coffee and some lunch, and also a local beer.
Pivo. This is Bosnian burger, and this is cevapcici.
Good thing is, if you like any kind of kebabs, you're gonna love Bosnian food because it's just kebabs. It's just meat and bread, and I love it. So we just got our bill, and the whole meal altogether came to 34 mark, which is around £15. So a lot of food, cheap price. So we've now had some lunch, we've had ice cream, we've had coffee. It's 2 PM. We should probably go do some tourist stuff. Let's go.
People which pretend to be Croatians.
Pretend to,
For me,
okay.
they are also Bosnians, just Catholics. Here, Bosnia and Herzegovina have big problem with Klerofascism. Klerofascism means that you connect the religion to the nationality. And here, if you say immediately Bosniak, it means that you are Muslim, which I don't like. I can be Bosnian Catholic.
We're now in the Old Bridge area, and I have to say, for me, this is one of the most picturesque places I've ever been to. The streets are just filled with cobbles, you have cute little market stalls, and it's just so peaceful here.
The old bridge was built in 16th century by Ottoman Empire, and walking here in the old bridge area, you can definitely feel the Turkish influence.
And this whole area is just completely full of restaurants overlooking the bridge and the river, which is this magical kind of emerald green, really bright, really beautiful.
The old city of Mostar is so picturesque, it looks like you're in some kind of fairy tale.
But the thing is, this video must come with a caveat. You see, we're in Mostar and it's currently April 2021, so there's no tourists here. So as you walk the streets and you cross the bridge, you pretty much have it all to yourself, which is amazing. Would we like it if we came here on a normal summer's day and you could barely move? I'm not so sure. We covered the Bosnian War in this Sarajevo vlog, so we don't want to go over it too much again, but it's hard to be in Mostar and not see the constant reminders of what happened. We're now just walking to the Sniper Tower. It's hard to imagine that almost 30 years ago you couldn't just walk the street like this because you'd be worried about the people in the sniper building behind us taking aim.
From this tower, Croat snipers were attacking Muslims, and now this building all covered in graffiti. You still can see some craters inside the building left from the bullets. We saw a lot of people going inside, but we have a drone, so we're gonna use it instead.
So most people come to Mostar for day trips, but we're fortunate enough to be here for a few weeks. So we've settled down for the night, going to watch the sunset with a coffee and some dessert, and then tomorrow go explore some more.
Today we're going on the west side of a town where mostly Croats live.
As soon as you get away from the cobble streets, things become a lot more modern, including this huge mall.
Being here reminds me of Lithuania or Russia because of Soviet-style buildings which are left from former Yugoslavia.
We've been walking for a while now and this whole area is really nice. There's lots of cafes, restaurants and a really nice park here. But one thing that is noticeable is it's definitely a city divided. So let's talk about what's hidden in plain sight. Take this church as an example. Half of the city view this as a sign of territory. Imagine there's an invisible line separating the two sides of the city. On the west side of the river are the Catholic Croats, and on the east, the Muslim Bosniaks. Before the war, both coexisted peacefully. So what happened? During the Bosnian War, the Bosniaks and Croats joined forces in Mostar and succeeded against the Serbs. But the Croats wanted the Bosniaks to become part of a larger Croatian Bosnian state, which the Bosniaks didn't want. The result saw the Croats then turn on their ally and attacked the Bosniaks. This continued for around a year, where over 2,500 people were killed in Mostar. Walking the streets now, there is a clear divide, which is perfectly demonstrated with the two football teams. The Muslim team were kicked out of their stadium on the west and had to find a new home on the east. Now, both sides of the city are decorated with team murals and the clubs have a fierce rivalry. Today we've got a car and we're going on a road trip. Let's go!
We are going to Pocitelj for some breakfast and after to Kravice Waterfalls. So we ordered kebab and some donuts.
I think there's enough breakfast, lunch and dinner. We definitely made a mistake with the food. We thought if we went for breakfast, have a coffee, we'd be all set to have a walk around the little town. But actually, the coffee was more like hot chocolate. There was way too much food, and now all we want to do is sleep.
Martin, how do you enjoy this place?
Oh, I love it, it's amazing. No, what I will say, it's cute, but like coming for breakfast is probably enough.
For a couple hours, maybe less an hour.
Half hour.
Depends how long it's gonna take us to go up. We're already out of breath.
Yeah, it's a nice little stop on the way to the waterfall. to the waterfalls?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. This place is actually really cute. Going up the fort actually makes it worthwhile, like just spending a bit of time here. And the sun's out now.
Yeah.
So, very nice.
So yeah, if you are in Mostar, it's only half an hour drive. So we recommend to come here to this little historical village and open air museum.
Come for breakfast and have a walk around. It's nice. We just arrived and we are literally the only people here. The ticket office is closed, the cafe is closed, so hopefully this is really nice. We're just walking down to the waterfall now.
We can
just
hear it
in the distance. So
let's go!
Let's go, let's go, let's go! This place is definitely much better than I've ever expected. The water is so clear. The waterfalls are just amazing, and what's so good about it here is that you can actually come right up. You can even swim if you wanted to. Didn't bring my speedos. But yeah, the thought of actually being here in the summer and being able to jump in, swim up to the waterfalls, I mean, for me that's worth coming back for on its own. This place is so pretty. Look how green the water is. They do actually have boat tours here as well, which I guess there's two sides to the coin with coronavirus. Sometimes you got the advantage of coming places like this and not being any tourists, but then also all the tourist stuff that you would want to do, like go on a boat into the waterfalls, they're closed.
We still can swim, still open.
Swim's still open, so you get my boxes.
Yeah.
Oi oi. Oi oi.
Oi oi.
Come to waterfalls. Definitely worth a visit, but also it's still quite early, so we're going to head back towards Mostar and try and find the glass bridge that overlooks the city.
This road makes me so nervous, but I know that Martin is a good driver.
Time, you should come and experience. Carolina was a bit of a chicken, had to pretty much push her around, but she got there in the end. Proud of you. But it's very windy up here, very cold. There's also a zip line here, which I really want to do. It's open.
Where did you go?
There. It was all the way over there. That's a good point. How do you get back? A zip line goes from here all the way over there.
Oh.
Easy tiger.
It was too windy up there, so we decided to leave and end the day with some shisha. It's such a nice day today, so we're going to Blagaj for some lunch. It's only 15 minutes away in a taxi.
One right. 7 euros.
It's 7 euros in a taxi. House is 5 mark each.
The focus of this whole area is Tekija, a complex of religious and historical importance. At the moment there's just the two of us in here, so it's very peaceful, very quiet, and you have views looking out onto the river and the restaurants. We're just leaving the house now, and I'm not really sure it was worth the 5 miles each unless it's actually important to you. I would go buy ice cream instead.
Another famous landmark here is Fort. It's on the top of the mountain. We're not gonna go there, but Martin is gonna use the drone.
There's not many tourists at the moment, so we have the best table in the house. The only mistake I did make was wearing jeans when it's 25 degrees outside. I just want some ice cream now.
Oh, don't cry.
Look, it's closed.
The day is ruined.
Yeah, the day is ruined, I'm going home. There's not much else open here, but if you're in Mostar and you have time, we definitely recommend coming, even if it's just for lunch. It's time for us to go now. Hopefully next time we see you, we will be in Turkey.